She met him at the bookstore, where they both reached for the same novel. He smiled and let her have it, saying he had already read it. She thanked him and asked for his opinion. He said it was a beautiful story, but also a tragic one. They started talking about books, and then about movies, and then about music. They had so much in common, and she felt a spark between them. They exchanged phone numbers and agreed to meet again. They went on dates, watched movies, walked in the park. They laughed, they kissed, they fell in love. He was everything she ever wanted, and she was everything he ever dreamed of. They moved in together, and planned their future. They talked about getting married, having kids, growing old together. They were happy, and they thought nothing could ever change that. But then he got sick. He started having headaches, nausea, fatigue. He went to the doctor, and got the diagnosis. He had a brain tumor, and it was terminal. He had only a few months left to live. He told her the news, and she broke down in tears. He hugged her and said he was sorry. He said he loved her more than anything, and he didn't want to leave her. She said she loved him too, and she didn't want to lose him. They tried to make the best of their time together. They did all the things they wanted to do, visited all the places they wanted to see. They tried to be happy, but they couldn't hide their sadness. He got worse every day. He lost his hair, his appetite, his strength. He spent more time in bed, in pain, in silence. She stayed by his side, holding his hand, reading him stories, singing him songs. One night, he woke up and looked at her with tears in his eyes. He said he was sorry for everything he put her through. He said he wished he could stay with her forever. He said he loved her more than words could say. She kissed him and said she loved him too. She said he was the best thing that ever happened to her. She said he made her happy like no one else could. He smiled and closed his eyes. He whispered, "I love you," one last time. And then he was gone. She cried until she had no tears left. She felt a hole in her heart that nothing could fill. She buried him with the novel they both reached for at the bookstore. The beautiful story that brought them together. The tragic story that tore them apart.